Hey everyone, today I want to do a quick video, walk you through how we are connecting more yield and how you can earn more yield through the Nook app just by clicking a few buttons. So before we get into that, I want to start with Yield Explorer. So on the screen here, we can explore all the potential options for connecting you to yield. They're not all available on Nook right now, but this is the mission and this is the goal, is to connect you to everything you see here. And so what we see here, and if you hover over this screen, is a bunch of different options in terms of money markets and vaults that you can earn from. These are all public. These are all open. They are not selective or exclusive. And we want to connect you to them through Nook. So if we look at Yield Explorer, there's over $12 billion on the platform. What that means is that Morpho has connected depositors and lenders and amassed this huge amount of money in terms of 12 billion, and you can sort through all of it. But there's many different pools, right? So the $12 billion in pools is a ton of money, but there's over 140 active vaults across 10 different chains. Navigating this isn't super easy, and so we built Yield Explorer to help you sift through all of it. So here you can sort by TVL, you can sort by APY. If you want to see the highest earning pools, you can do that as well. But today we're going to focus on TVL and search by two things. So one is the Optimism chain. Optimism chain is similar to the base chain. It's an L2 of Ethereum, highly trusted, been around for a while as a leader in the space. The second thing we're going to do is also filter by curator here. So if we filter by curator and chain, we see one vault that has 6.7% APY and $30 million in TVL. We really trust USDC and Circle, the company behind it. We really trust Optimism. And we also really trust the curator here, Gauntlet. So this is a great opportunity to connect to a higher yield. I'm going to show you how you can do that in a few taps in the Nook app. So I'm going to pull up my Nook app here. This is an iOS app that we built to connect you to higher rates. Right now, the current rate through the protocol we have selected is 5.8% APY. So a full 2% above what you'd see in Robinhood and a regular savings rate. But we want to be able to connect you to the highest rate, and we want you to have access to that. We've created this little flag here that says activate a new source to earn 6.7% APY. So from there, what you can do within just a few taps is click into this button and you'll see your options that are not yet active. So if we were to activate this new source, the Gauntlet Prime Vault and Optimism at 6.7% APY, I'm just going to flip a button here, check out the stats, go back and save it. And now what this does is this initiates a 10 to 20 minute process that is taking your deposit, taking it from the base chain to a new protocol on the Optimism chain. This can all be done today without the Nook app, but it takes about 12 to 15 different steps. It requires fees and costs along the way. It's doing this for you automatically with just the tap of a few buttons. So what you're going to see here is a rebalancing status. The rebalancing in progress really just means that we're moving your funds cross chain from the base chain to Optimism. As I said earlier, and as we outline here, cross chain transfers can take up to 20 minutes. In this time, you won't be able to withdraw, but your funds are safe and recorded on chain. So if you ever want to look at the progress of your transactions, you can always go into the profile here, see your transactions, click on the latest. You can see we initiated a transaction 47 seconds ago. If I were to click on that, it would take me to the blockchain to learn more as to where exactly it is. So right now it's going through Circle's CCTP. What Circle is doing is basically saying, hey, we're taking your $100,000 that's on the base chain, we recognize it, and we're going to swap it out for $100,000 on the Optimism chain. From there, once you have that $100,000 on the Optimism chain, it will automatically be deployed into that earning protocol that we selected and deployed from there. So I'm going to take a quick break, grab a coffee, come back, and we'll wrap up soon. So we're back and we're seeing the current rate is now 6.7%. So what changed? What happened? Why did we have to take a break for 20 minutes? Let's just go into it. The main thing that happened is these funds basically went through a bridge. And so a bridge is kind of like a 2-lane but narrow bridge from one chain to another. And the reason it's not instant is because the transaction itself happens very fast, but there's a queue, right? So Every day there's millions of transactions trying to go from one side to the other, from Base to Optimism and back. But there is a queue. There is a way to make this immediate, and it's to pay. But we feel like we want to keep Nook free right now, and a 15 to 20 minute delay to bridge really isn't that big of a deal. So in 15 minutes, we were able to go from something around 5.6% APY to 6.7% just by finding the best yield. So these are markets that are kind of isolated across different chains and protocols, but they're actually relatively easily navigable if you have the right tools like Nook. So thanks for joining us today. We'll be rolling this out soon so you're able to bridge from Base to Optimism, Optimism back to Base, and eventually, hopefully across the entire ecosystem. This is just a first step of many to connect you to higher earnings. Have a nice day.